So, what is this mysterious new European Bauhaus that everyone is talking about, but no one can really describe? If the original Bauhaus was about design that combined aesthetics with functionality, what is the new and European concept about? And how is it linked to knowledge valorization? Just as the Bauhaus was at the beginning of the 20th century an expression of a new way of thinking that corresponded to a new reality, so the new European Bauhaus is a fresh, innovative way of thinking about the world and our role in it. With the immense challenge of climate change we are facing, the new European Bauhaus is the soul of the European Green Deal, inviting us to think about sustainability as something that can be both beautiful and inclusive. For while there is no doubt that if we are to have a future on this planet, it needs to be sustainable, we cannot ignore the human need for beauty and belonging. Hence the goal of the initiative to make the places we live in and our lifestyles more sustainable, beautiful, and inclusive. Here an important detail. While the built environment and territorial planning is naturally the first thing that comes to mind, the new European Bauhaus ambition is to be a really broad movement, creating connections, being between art and science, industry and craft, or engineering and forestry, forming together a unique community. Let us now watch a short film which presents the new European Bauhaus in a capsule way. We started off with a 6-month co-design phase, engaging people through their experience. After the adoption of the Commission communication on the new European Bauhaus in September 2021, we are now in the delivery phase. There is a lot of activity going on, and of course we could not do it all by ourselves. Our community of partners now has over 450 members. We also have a network of national contact points and a high-level roundtable working closely with us. We will soon launch a call for friends of the new European Bauhaus. Inside the Commission, we are working with many DGs in a truly interdisciplinary way. The call for New European Bauhaus Prizes 2022 has recently closed with more than 1,100 applications from all member states. In June, we will have our first festival in Brussels with side events all over Europe. In April, we will launch the NEB Lab, a co-creation space which will curate projects coherent with new European Bauhaus values and principles and have a European or international dimension. The projects can aim at shaping, testing and implementing transformations in real contexts or at designing new instruments for enabling frameworks. The NEB Lab will not fund projects, but connect them to other interested parties that can provide context and support for their deployment. Some projects will be Commission-led and some will be led by NEB partners. While preparing for my talk today, I have to admit I checked the meaning of knowledge valorization in some dictionaries, and the one I like the most is very simple. Knowledge valorization refers to the utilization of scientific knowledge in practice. And this can be for developing a product or for applying scientific knowledge to a system or a process. Similarly, the dictionary also stated that the term knowledge valorization is akin to the term innovation. Innovation means converting inventions to reality. An invention alone is not considered an innovation. Innovation only happens if the invention is used in practice. And this is exactly what the new European Bauhaus offers. We have sufficient scientific knowledge to know what we need to do, how we need to live in our environments to ensure a sustainable future. We also have knowledge on the importance of community, belonging, co-creation, and how important the quality of experience is to us as human beings. The new European Bauhaus brings all of this knowledge together to apply it to our everyday reality. I would now like to show you some concrete examples of new European Bauhaus projects.
Of resources given by nature for free, and all we need is our sensitivity to see them and our creativity to use them. That's what we did at the Rosana guest house in Rosenheim, Germany. A load-bearing timber structure, a willow facade, and earth in its manifold expressions. Especially earth, mud, is a material that is available almost everywhere on this planet at no or very little cost. It has a long building history also in Europe. It can be produced in high-tech modes of construction or low-tech with lots of craftsmanship involved, as load-bearing walls or as mud plasters to elevate existing structures. This free excavation material of various sites like subways, foundations, underground parking that is currently dumped in landfills is naturally carbon-free, is endlessly recyclable without any loss of quality, and most importantly, it is a material that is healthy for the planet and for the people.
Jardines en el Aire es una iniciativa de renaturalización urbana.
Una propuesta en la que hemos trabajado explorando los recursos y especies del barrio e imaginando unas nuevas relaciones con ellas, un proceso que ha culminado en estas 3 obras.
Un jardín vertical que reutiliza los soportes y el agua de los aires acondicionados para generar vida.
Agua que utilizamos para cultivar un jardín de plantas aromáticas, que son útiles a los pájaros del barrio y están adaptados al clima de Sevilla.
La segunda obra es un perfume compuesto con algunas de las plantas más representativas del barrio.
Se llama Jardines en el Aire y puede obtenerse como intercambio por una donación que irá destinada a seguir prototipando jardines verticales y reciclando el agua de los aires.
La última obra de este proyecto es una pieza sonora, creada con las múltiples voces, humanas y no humanas, que habitan el barrio.
Today, when thinking about our future, there is often too short supply of hope. And that's because in the last 50 years, we have lost nearly 2/3 of our precious biodiversity. As an architect, it's painful to admit that cities have played a major role. So what if we could reimagine our buildings and cities, not as something which is distinct from nature, but as an extension, where plants, animals and humans can flourish together as one? With Nest, this is not about just changing a wall or a building. This is about changing how we begin to think about coexisting with our environments, moving away from a worldview of egocentricity to ecocentricity. We have a lot to change in such a short time, but the good news is there is so much potential.
The new European Bauhaus combines the big vision of the European Green Deal with tangible change on the ground.
Please, European Commission and European Union, use this power to put the life in the center, to make it sustainable, and please make it real.
And that means I am here on behalf of so many people, and we believe we can find our own way to create our future. So let's keep going, please.
And I must say that what I have just seen amazes me. It's your enthusiasm, your professionalism, your creativity. Europe's green future can be beautifully designed, elegantly lived, and include everybody.
Of course, a lot has changed since we awarded the prizes last year. In the context of the war in Ukraine, it can be difficult for all of us to continue our everyday work. But I firmly believe that it is exactly in difficult times like these that we all need projects that give us hope for the future, and especially during the European Year of Youth. And the new European Bauhaus is such a project. So please get in touch with us if you want to join the adventure. On the new European Bauhaus website, you will find information on how to get involved, whether by becoming a partner, participating in the festival, joining events and actions, and I look forward to seeing you there.